Hello and welcome back to Small Room Audio. I just wanted to let you know that there's a lot of snappy content lined up over the next 2 weeks, but we're going to do something a little bit different. As you know, we like to produce light-hearted features about products that capture our imagination, and of course we'll continue to do that. Audio fun is our USP. However, there are a number of products that have come and gone from Small Room Audio over the last year that haven't, for whatever reason, normally because I was a bit meh about them, haven't gotten round to reviewing. So over the next couple of weeks, we will seek to remedy that. Tackling these products in an all-killer, no-filler, 2-minute super quick review that aims to cut out all the faff. How on earth do these audio reviewers bash out 45-minute videos? And we'll quickly get to the point. Does it sound good? And is it worth your money? So, what will we be covering? I'll give hints as to what I think as we go through this list. First up, the Auralic G1 Streamer. That's coming on Monday. Great product, but grossly overpriced in my opinion. Secondly, we've got the Sennheiser Ambeo Soundbar. If you've got the right room, amazing. If you haven't, like me, not so hot. And then we'll go to the iFi Tube 2, which is a tube buffer. Really good product. I would have done a proper review, big long one on that, but we actually started Small Room Audio after I'd already sold it and it left the building. So I want to give it a little bit of time now because it is really good. The Mytek Brooklyn Amp Plus. The first 2 weeks it was utter trash and sounded like your classic thin, horrible, strident Class D amplifier. 2 weeks in after break-in and leaving it on all the time, oh, it was very good, and we'll tell you more about that terrific change when we get to that review. Then we'll look at another iFi product, the Ac Purifier Active Noise Filter Plug. Isn't that a catchy title? Wasn't too impressed with that one. It is a plug you put in for purifying, takes too much off the top end, smooths it, perhaps curtails a sort of slightly rough system, but for refined systems I didn't see that much point in it, but we'll get to that when we talk about it. Then we've got quite a big one, the Hegel H590, a super integrated, super expensive integrated amplifier that I'm sure a load of you would absolutely love, but for me it wasn't my cup of tea. I like that English phrase, not my cup of tea. It reminds me of my grandmother. We once went to see the musical Cats and actually left at half time because we weren't really into it. The sort of front of house manager came out and said, "Why are you leaving?" And he couldn't believe we were leaving this famous musical Cats. And my grandmother calmly turned around and said, "It's just not our cup of tea." And the look on his face, you would have thought I laid a poo on the carpet or something. But, you know, I'm sure a lot of you who love Hegel will think the same thing about this review, but it is very good, just wasn't for me. And then moving on, we will talk about the MiniDSP SHD Studio, Dirac Live enabled streamer and preamp, which I thought was a little bit pants, but maybe you had a different experience, but we'll talk about the build quality and what it does, particularly to a tube sounding amplifier when we get to that review. And finally, this series will conclude with the Chord Mscaler, an excellent product, something that I think is really very good, but also really very expensive, and that's why I don't have it anymore. But we'll talk about all of those, and I really hope that you enjoy this series of all killer, no filler, super snappy, super quick reviews. And they start off on Monday. Please do tune in, watch them, give them a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you back here very soon.